So I moved to Oklahoma. I've lived here for the last 10 years. Crazy to say. I met my husband, finished a double degree, bachelor's degree in biology and forensic science, and then I went back to nursing school. So I love college apparently. So I've been a nurse for about 2.5 years. The last 6 months I was in Idaho doing a nurse contract in the COVID ICU up there. That was really fun to be in Idaho and be somewhere different. Not so fun working at part of the height of the pandemic. But now we're back in Oklahoma City and I'm expecting a little baby boy in August. So that's what we're trying to get prepared for. I would describe myself at 6 years old as being very shy and very timid, as probably most 6-year-old kids are. But something I remember about my young childhood is I had no self-esteem. I had a lot of issues at school with bullying and just feeling inadequate. I would come home crying from school because of people bullying me. So that's really why my mom and dad wanted me to start doing some sort of martial arts and found Taekwondo for me. Another obstacle to growing up is being dedicated to something for so long. Because as children, your parents want you to do so many activities and keep you busy and keep you well-rounded. And so I think a challenge for someone like me was to still try to fulfill all those other activities, but also stay focused on one thing and finish something, start a goal and complete a goal. When you're young any age can be really hard to do. So I think that was probably another challenge on top of self-esteem and confidence and stuff. So I think that Taekwondo not only, made me a great martial artist, but also made me a really well-rounded athlete. You're training spatial awareness, you're training strength, flexibility, mobility, cardiovascular system. So it's like a really great foundation for people to do other things. An impactful experience was when Master Ko asked me if I would like a job teaching at your new studio in Lenexa. And I was surprised that you asked me because I never felt like I was really seen, especially in Taekwondo. There's a lot of people that do Taekwondo, a lot of other great people that I did it at my generation, the people I went through, getting my black belt with. And I always felt like I was kind of a wallflower or fly on the wall. But you saw something in me and you wanted to foster it. And I wanted to make money, so I was like, why not? I think I was 14. I couldn't even drive there. My mom had to drive me to work. So little did I know how much my first job would impact me. I learned really from that first job that leadership's not just a show to put on during class time. It's how you live your life and how you invite others to join and how you help foster other leaders. That's what true leaders do, is help to foster leadership. Nobody wants to go to work. Sometimes, there's days you don't want to go. Even if I'm not going to work, I'm just going to class. I'd much rather go out. I was, like I said, 14, 15 in high school. So spending my Friday nights teaching or going to Taekwondo class instead of going to the football game or, hanging out with my friends. Sometimes that would be hard. Painful at the time, but overall in the scheme of things, there's a lot more painful things in life. KOMA was like the soccer club that I never had, or a club sport that I never had. I created a great network of friends and attended classes several times a week and made it my first job. So it was, like I said, my home base. It gave me consistency also throughout the year. There was no seasons to Taekwondo. It's just all year long. And so it constantly drove me to continue to be successful. Whereas when you're in another seasonal sport, your goal is to win the championship or win a certain game. And then after that, you're done and you start over in the next season. Your Taekwondo journey really starts after you get your black belt. And I think that was very apparent to me, which was why I kept going to get my third degree, because it was much more rewarding. I got to learn so much more things and more forms and, to have the opportunity to lead other people too. I really think that had a lot to do with me staying in Taekwondo. I think if I didn't have the opportunity, I probably would have moved on. There's not a lot of Taekwondo studios out there like yours, like KOMA. And I think that once, I don't know if you still have it on the wall, like your black belt for life. I think that's Very, very true. I still keep in touch with all of my friends. I still keep in touch, for the most part, with you. But that is, I put it on my resume still that I have a black belt. And people ask me about it. And I think that those attributes really, really make a difference in like your professional life, your personal life. It's life lasting. It's not just a time when you were 5 to 8 years old that you wore a black belt and you had fun going to summer camp and doing all that. It's way beyond that.